It says I'm live. We'll see if it is live. We're going to upgrade the MK2 to do the 2.5 upgrade with a MK2s upgrade thrown in the mix. So this ought to be interesting. Or challenge, one of the two, or both. So, yeah, that's probably going to be way too close for you. Let me get a paint can or a bucket or something here. Clear off a couple of tools. Oh, maybe my cord's not long enough. It will be if I route it the other way. Well, maybe I'll set you up here then. I won't have... Nope. That's going to probably be too close. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Well, as you can see, we've got quite the mess of stuff here. All right. Where did I go with the parts? There. Got parts, got wrenches, nippers, pliers. What else do we need? Oh boy. All right. Wiley's 3D, howdy. Or maybe it's Wiles, but whoever, whatever it is. Welcome. Welcome to the garage. So let me get the instruction tab set up here. I got to pull that. That's not gonna, come on. Okay. Get the instructions up over here. So basically, we're going to get the Rambo cover, cut the zip tie, unwrap the 2 turns of spiral wrap, Follow the cables inside the rainbow cover, locate the connectors, and unplug them. Okay. And basically, I've got some added complications here. So I have an endoscope set up right here. That was the nozzle cam. And that's going to come out. They want me to undo the heat bed connector first. And follow the connector. So let's do the Rambo cover first, which, if I had been planning this better, we would have, sorry for my arm being in the way, but we're going to get the stepper motor for the X up above the Rambo cover. A little ways, okay. Do that. Cut the zip tie. Undo a couple of wraps here. And while I'm at it, I may as well cut this zip tie for the hot end and start unwinding this guy, because we're doing the whole upgrade here today. So let's get this out far enough that I can get this camera out of the way. Unfortunately, this little endoscope cam was not compatible with the Pi and Octoprint. It didn't use the right protocol for it to be used as the Pi camera. Oh. Well, there may be why I'm having trouble with, yeah, fans. Okay, well, we'll get that all rebuilt when we get there. So let's get this out of the way. Boy, see how much that is microparticles. So I've had this, how long have I had this machine? I forgot to look at the stats on it. But before we disconnect it, let's fire it up and I'll look at see how many hours it has on it right now. Before I take it any further apart. see. Yeah. Well, you're not going to be able to see that. Well, maybe if it would focus. You focus on that. Get it a little closer. Look at the statistics. So total filament run through this thing, 140 kilometers and 405 meters. Print time, 123 days, 4 hours, 6 minutes. Okay. Wow. 140 kilometers of filament. That's a lot of filament. All right. So let's shut that off. Unplug that. Spin this back around. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way off because we're replacing the heat bed. So we have a new one right back here. And oh, it'll just give me a chance to make sure everything's groovy in here. I see that my nylon has come loose, but it's not held at the orange part here, the little strain relief is not held in by whatever was holding it on the heat bed side. Okay. So that can stay. All right. There is the plug out for the heat bed. I'm going to leave the hot end plugged in. Okay, and then the thermistor for the heat bed can come off. All right. Next step. Okay, move this. Okay, and we're going to turn this up like so. Oh boy. Fuzzy. Still have my fuzzy feet on the bottom. all the way back, locate the Y belt holder and undo both screws using the two, yeah. Well, that's right there. Okay, so we're going to undo the Y belt holder. Make sure you look at all the pictures here. Belt inside the holder. All right, so we're going to leave that tension, but that's really, is that? Okay. Oh, I forgot my bearings and stuff in the house. I'll have to go get those. All right. You're loose. Whoa. All right. So there. Leave the belt inside the holder. Oops. I think I'll leave the okay, so they're saying, so the instructions that I'm reading are for the smooth rod, the /S upgrade. So they're thinking I'm going to put the same heat bed back on, but at the same time that I'm doing the /S upgrade, I'm actually doing the MK2.5 upgrade. So it's going to be an interesting ride here. Need a 2 millimeter. Which is not that one. That one? Okay. Just loosen those. All right. And the last guy. And of course, drop the wrench. Okay, so MK42 heat bed. Quantity 1. All right. And move the X carriage to the front using, whoops, bye. Have I said how much I hate touchpads? Hey, Shom. I hear my kitty outside. Yeah, kitty. He hears me talking, so we'll get the kitty in here. All right. Kitty. There. Well, maybe he'll come in. That garage show probably scared him. He's kind of on edge with all the fireworks going off around here. Hey, okay. Move the Y carriage to the front using pliers. Cut off the zip ties on all 3 bearings while cutting off the last zip tie. Hi. Hi, Elliot. Kitty's name is Elliot, by the way. All right, there is the Y carriage. Dot goes towards the CPU side and towards the top. Checking out the garage. After removing the zip ties. Yep, put it back on its feet. And we're going to pull. The zip ties out. Yay, team zip tie. I can't see all the chat, so I got to move my. Sweet, thanks, Shom, for tweeting that out. Yeah, you guys can all laugh at me. Now I got my smooth rods out. Go see what I dropped back here. Oh, milk jug. Nothing important. Okay, I gotta run back inside. I forgot my bearings and stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay, more parts and pieces back here. Box of bearings. Okay. All right. So, I'll pull these out. Maybe. So, after, what did I say? 140 kilometers of filament going through these. There's my standard rods with the bearings. You can see a little bit of wear from the bearings right here, but surprisingly, these rods held up really, really well. And I attribute that to the fact that I pre-packed the bearings before I put them on the machine. So I'm not going to disturb those because I may use them later for a different project. I might build another printer because, you know, I have extra pieces now. And the S upgrade came with new bearings, so I may as well use them and get the rods and the bearings to wear in at the same time. So we're just going to put a little piece of tape on here and one at the other end, just so that these bearings, well, that didn't work very well, just so the bearings can't go anywhere. That's the idea. Maybe too greasy. But that'll keep the, you know, bearings from getting dust in them. And we'll put the rods somewhere where they won't get scratched, dinged, dented, or bent. And you can see the other side with just the single bearing, maybe you can see that, has quite a bit of grease. So it, I don't know if it's this bearing doing all the work or helping to stabilize, or something was misaligned, but, or the seal was just not quite fixed in place. But the rod still looks pretty good. So we'll put tape on these, this one, and hopefully keep that together. All right. There's those. All right. There you go. Now we're going to remove the extruder. So cut the pliers, zip ties holding the cables from the extruder. Be careful, break the cables. Unwrap the spiral wrap all the way to the rainbow cover. Follow the cables inside the rainbow cover, locate your connectors, and unplug them. Do not pull on the cables. Hey, Mad Mike. Welcome. All right, so we're going to pull off the spiral wrap off of this guy. If I don't get things all tangled up. Okay, and spin this around where I can see. So here's the extruder heater. Here is the twisty pair is the extruder fan. The cold in fan, which I just pulled out of its connector because that's welded in there. Well, that was good. Square nut fell out of there. Then onto the PC board. And the tweezers. Okay. Okay, lever's depressed. So a little tab thingo-kabobby. There, finally. Okay. Twisty wires. All right, so that is going to go this way. I think we'll set that aside for right now. Yeah, first casualty. So, Mad Mike, the difference between the S and the 2.5, the S is nothing more than a new set of bearings and smooth rods, which I'll show you right here. So these rods are ground and polished, where these rods that came with the original PRUSA are just cold rolled steel. So maybe not the most straightest and the consistent diameter as compared to these smooth rods. That's one of the sources of a lot of noise. Or so they thought. So the 2.5 upgrade is, you know, it's the magnetic heat bed, upgraded Bondtech extruder, pin to 2, filament sensor. Oh, new fan. That sort of thing. So now we're going to, did I get all the wires? I got heater. What is this guy? Oh, that's you out there. The wife's cleaning some stuff. All right, so heater. We don't have the extruder motor. And the Pinda. Okay. Nothing, talking to myself, dear. Well, probably am talking to myself. Okay. So now we're going to take the extruder off. Put these back in here. All right. Let's see. Now we got a screw and a screw and a screw. So let's undo. There we go.
This aerosol can seems to have a little bit more in it, so keep it.
No, those are, I need to poke a hole in them and relieve the pressure before we dispose of them.
Okay, so I'll just keep them in a group.
Yep.
But I'll clean that this winter.
Okay. All righty. Okay, so extruder. That. Okay. All right. So recall, these are extremely long screws. I know you guys probably can't see what I'm doing here, but all right. All right, so that one needs to come out of there. What are we held up? Did I not get that guy out all the way? Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So, as you can see, I kind of messed up my extruder body. Broke the handle off of the tensioner there. So this was due for some replacement parts. The other thing I noticed the other day, which I don't know if you can see it here, was When it was mounted up to the plate, you could see that this piece had warped to basically to that mounting, away from that mounting plate. I don't know if it was causing any problems. Didn't seem to be, but it was time for some upgrades. I did print a new extruder lever arm here out of PETG and used a bit more infill because it looks kind of weak in there. Okay, so that. Extruder gear still looks good. I used on the new part, I used 60%. I don't have a MK2s, but my MK2, yes, I've been very happy with it. Once I get done with the upgrade, it'll be an S. Well, it'll be a 2.5 actually. So the biggest things that I'm excited about for the 2.5 is basically the removable build plate, magnetic build plate. That is an awesome feature. Okay. There's that. And I probably shouldn't have done that right now, but oh well. So basically this, we'll be reusing the extruder, but I think this fan goes away. We keep the extruder motor. Get a new fan shroud. So a piece of tape can come off of there. I printed these in PETG because the old ones were drooping and I had a meltdown on the hot end. Had a big old glob, so it melted the fan shroud. Wow. And then this part had gotten melted. The little arm had gotten melted, so I reprinted all of that. This is the holder for the endoscope for the nozzle cam. So that was somebody else's design that I remixed specifically to fit the body of my endoscope. Wow, and this is since I don't use a silicone sock because I've had it catch on prints before and screw it all up. This is gnarly looking nasty, and because the last prints that I printed with it were PETG. So it's dirty, filthy. We'll keep that part just in case. Yeah, that's a dirty nozzle. Okay, so let's pull this little fan off. But you know what? You heat that up and you hit it with a wire brush and she'll look pretty darn spanky new. You can see I've had a few other meltdowns because there's plastic caked around the thermistor wires. And LTMW, the other mic. Welcome. So yeah, I've already pulled 2 wires loose, but it may not be a problem because I may get new connectors on the new fan. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm kind of doing 2 upgrades at once is the deal. And I could have sworn that I was reading somewhere in one of the upgrades that you wanted new Z carriage pieces, but neither of the collections of printed parts had these parts that carry the lead screw nuts in the bearings. So I'm guessing I'm just going to reuse my old ones. And I do have some more orange that came with the kit to reprint parts if I need to. And if I need to, and my MK3 is still up and running. And I do have the CETUS if I need to do anything else. It's got the green PETG loaded in it right now. Okay. Oh, I think we have long enough screws to hold that silly little fan on. Now that's the one that I pulled the end off of. Set him out of the way over there. All right, now stepper motor is loose. And part cooling fan is loose-ish. Look at the amount of buildup on that fan from, I don't know, dust in the garage and microparticles from all sorts of printing. The other mic showed up. Yeah. Okay, so now we got to get the hot end out of here. And get this all mounted up into the new extruder body. See, if I was smart, I would have ordered another E3D-V6 and just had a spare one. And then I could have just pulled this loose and put the new one on there. But nobody ever accused me of being smart. Okay. Now you can see how much heat. I mean, that's PETG. Yeah. Lagging. Probably. It's an old HP laptop. It's going to be funkiness. Wow. Okay, so this is the original. Oh, wow. This is the original back plate doohickey extruder mount or hot end mount. Oh. Let's see. I'm gonna get a little screwdriver. Okay. Probably ought to replace that PTFE tube. pull it out of there and look at it anyway. All right, so there's old extruder parts. I'm going to put this kind of back together, because I believe I got all new screws for the other extruder. Why? All right. And I may reuse this. I may reprint it, but that's okay. We got new pieces. Let's see, can I mount this without that? Probably not. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oops. Whoops. Lost one of those. Okay, so this goes right here. I heard you fall out of there. Don't worry. Let me go get the new extruder arm and we'll put that little bit together, at least enough to hold it together. Okay. So there's the new one. Hey there, Don. Oh, so we put it is the zombie Prusa. Okay, put that in there. That part. Goodbye. I'll make sure there's no nuts or anything that I need out of there. And screw that back in. Let's keep all the old pieces together. That we're not going to use, but might be useful in the future. So the new Bondtech gears go on that thing. I've got another coffee can around here somewhere. Okay, so we're keeping all our old pieces that we need, that we might use later. Put that in there. I think we got a new fan. I think. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, we get the new, we get a big fan. But our ducted fan, we're going to reuse. So the little guy will go in there. And then I got my new extruder body parts right here. kind of started putting it together. I got the filament detector and one of the Bondtech gears in there. The rest of these pieces are in here. So let's see what's next. Yeah, I could have. I wasn't too worried about it. I just wanted to have a new part printed in case I wanted to use it. I could. So I did the extruder disassembly. And release the pin to probe. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Yep. Okay. So and now we're at X-axis. Disconnect the motor cables. Right here. There we go. And should be an end stop. Right. Here. With these, move the Z, 3/4 stop, turn the printer on the PSU side. Release the bottom screw. Yeah. Nope. Release the bottom screw. Sure. You may as well get back in your box there. Probably up off the camera. Oh. Boy, who put this thing together? Freaking gorilla. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not the newer Rambo cover, so releasing the screw does not really undo the cover. You got to pull the whole cover of the screw all the way out. This was a pain. This was a real pain. And unfortunately, I don't have any long metrics. Maybe I do. Probably not the one I need, though. Well, maybe this is the one I need. Oh boy, that is like just barely long enough. Now I know why they said to print a new Rambo cover. Oh well. There we go. It's kind of there. All right. Do not unwrap this file wrap. Just follow the cables from the X-axis and unplug the connector. Do not pull the cable. Yep. And then prep the Z-axis. Z-axis top left, top right. Remove them from the frame. Remove the smooth rods on both sides by rotating them. Rotate the trapezoid screws. Okay. Now we're to extra scary parts. Oh boy. Fortunately, we won't be unsquaring and resquaring the frame, because I'm not going to mess with that. So if you notice, these parts are up. Can you see that? No. There. If you notice, these parts up here are gray because these things started cracking too. I probably should reprint those in orange, but I can do that after we get all the upgrade done. Oh. Come out of there. Okay. Yeah, they look okay. Okay. How old is this one? Oh, it's over a year. What did I say? 140 kilometers of and 480 meters of filament through it. So I would have got this in. So it's got to be be 2 years old in November of this year. All right, I got to flip away from you guys and back up to here. Remove the smooth rods. All right, and then we're going to rotate this guy up. I'll try not to bleed too much during this. Yeah. There may be some blood, but not a lot. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that, putting the tape on there, is I want the rods to stay in the bearings. All right. Make sure not pulling on the wires. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll bet nobody's lead screws are this black, are they? All right. Clean this guy off. Oh, we're going to relube it. Don't you worry. We'll relube it. But we'll get in here and clean this off a little bit. Just so I'm not making a huge mess. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go wash. Little orange scrub. Hey.
Okay.
Is your kitty helping?
No,
No?
he was, and then he ran off.
Okay. All right. Using pliers, take out the belt. Oh, wait. Nope. Sorry. Release the marked screws on the motor holder with 2.5. Rotate the motor to release tension in the belt. Okay, that's our next one. That screw and that screw. Well, we haven't even gotten to the part where we're drilling out the bed thing for the U-bolts. That was the other thing. That's the other thing that the smooth rod upgrade gives you is U-bolts to mount the Y-axis. And okay, we got the belt undone. Oh, using gentle pliers. Okay, take the belt out from the pins. Oh boy, there we go. There we go. Slide out both ends of the X-axis. Oh, it's a lot of work. This is 2 upgrades at once. $9K. Wow. That's awesome. Release by pulling it this way. Okay. So right now we want to get this part off. And that part off. There we go. It's never going back together again. All right, smooth rods and linear bearings will be replaced with new parts from the upgrade kit. All right. Using 2.5 millimeter, release the screws, securing the trapezoid lead nuts, and remove them. Why? Yeah, well, there's extra screws. I had screws left over from the first part. All right, so we want to press these bearings out. There we go. And not break these parts because these parts we're reusing. Come on. There you go. Okay. It's a lot of disassembly, guys, but it's not hard. I mean, I put this all together the first time. And I didn't do the smooth rod upgrade when they first brought it out because I didn't care if it was noisy. It was out here in the garage. So it could make all the noise it wanted. It was printing fine. Hadn't rattled itself apart yet. So I figured best leave well enough alone. Now, I have a putty knife, yes. What you need?
Something small again. Scraping things
Right here?
That's it.
Okay. Yep. Okay, there's that. Oh, bearings. Okay, so we got that all disassembled. Looks like a big pile of parts and a big mess. Belts going every which way. So this belt, I can pull out of that. Basically because we're not going to reuse any of this extruder mounting thing. None of the X carriage is going to, well, none of the extruder part of the X carriage is going to get reused. I'm glad I wore an old shirt today because I'm getting grease everywhere. Yep, she's cleaning. We did all the lawn mowing and stuff yesterday, so she's blowing out the little breezeway between our house and the garage. Spring cleaning, you know, except it's summertime, but it wasn't summertime until just like a week or two ago here. And now it's almost 4th of July. Now, this is going to be a weird week as we work. Monday, Tuesday, get Wednesday off, and then I go back to work Thursday, and then I'm off Friday. So, yay. All right. And if you guys are wondering about this crazy arm here, that is the webcam for Octoprint to do time lapses. All right. Y carriage drilling. Oh, this is the next part. Proceed to the next chapter. Now, PRUSA, if you're listening, which I know you're not, to me anyway, don't make me go back in the browser to go to the next chapter. Put a link at the end of the current chapter of the guide so that I can just click to the next chapter. Now I got to go all the way back up to the top of the page or go back. or let me download this thing as a PDF so that I don't have to be online to do this stuff. Sorry, just me griping. Yep, web designer fail. Just me griping. They'll let you download each individual chapter as a PDF, but not the entire instruction set as a PDF, which, okay, that's just goofy. All right, so we got our little drill. I already put this together. That comes in the kit. And what we're doing, come on, scroll. 4 parts to assemble a stupid drill into a plastic handle. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where did that sender go?
Over there next to the compressor. It's on the 3rd shelf down in that cabinet. All right, so now we got to drill out these holes for, let's see here, where are they at? Not there. So this is the MK2s upgrade. She's sorry, cat's peeing on stuff it's not supposed to. As long as it's not my truck tires. Okay. This, nah, we're not gonna do this like this. We're gonna get all power tooly on this bad boy here. What's he peeing on?
I cleaned up his house for him and he pees on it.
Yep. Well, it's got to make it his. Yeah, okay. There. So much for that. We got power tools here. We don't need no stinking 3D printed handle. All right. You guys might not be able to see this, but we're going to gently let the drill do the work. Don't force it. All right. I don't think I will need that anymore. All right, we got our Y carriage drilled. Okay. We're going to the next chapter. Most of that chapter was how to put the stupid drill together. Here's a hint. Go get a drill. and put the drill put the drill bit in the drill motor and drill the part. All right. X, Y, Z axis reassembly. Placing the motor distance part. Yeah, well, we're not replacing, we're not putting that on. So we're skipping that piece. I know, hot rod, but we're just not putting that little piece on. Sorry. It's a little piece that goes back here on the rod, and it's just to help dampen some vibrations, and I don't really care about that much. All right, X, Y axis. All right, so the Y axis bearings, make sure the mark, the dot, crazy dot right there, is made as a countersunk hole. See the picture. Okay. Placing the bearings on the way. Make sure that they oriented as shown in the picture with the bearing tracks. Yeah. Right, the mark, the dot, should be facing the table and not visible. Okay. So, can you guys see what I'm doing over here? No, not really. Kinda. Sorry about the poor camera angle. Hey, Derek Matthews, welcome. Welcome to this old printer. The the Will It Work edition. All right, so we've got 3 U-bolts. Oh, not part of Team Zip Tie anymore with 3 U-bolts. We got plenty of zip ties. So we needed 6 nuts. Don't stab myself in the eye with the tweezers. Just saying. I think these use nylock nuts. It should be this old printer, the Will It Work edition. Yeah. So I'm not using OBS to stream. This is the new thing on YouTube that just uses the camera. I don't know. Seems to work okay. I got 6 of those nuts. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 of those nuts, but I've only got 3 of those other ones, so I got an extra. Sweet. All right. This will, yeah, this will remodel. All right, now it's time for bearings. Yay. Bearings. There's a box of bearings here. And I know nobody else does this. Nobody else that I've ever seen put their printer together does this step that I'm going to do right here, right now. Cutting your finger off in 3 easy lessons. We're done. Oh, right there. Right there. All right. Wife has a weed whacker now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to grease them. I'm going to pack my bearings. And I got to figure out which rods I got to use to do that. That's that one. It's the shortest rods, right? Yeah. Shortest rods are the Y, I believe. That's a heavy duty tube. I keep that. Let's see. I think so. Yeah. See how fancy the ends of these are? They're all turned off. Nice. I think these are the right rods. Nope. Must be the medium sized rods are the Y. Short ones are the X. And the longest ones are the Z. That's right. Nope. Longest ones are the X. Shortest ones are the Z. There we go. Okay. Because these. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So I'm packing. What?
Is this okay?
Yep. Beautiful. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. So I can put my old bearings and rods into the tube for safekeeping. All right. So basically, we're using Napa Silglide. Ooh. And this is probably a 20-year-old tube of Silglide, but it's still working. So take about that much and spoosh it down into the hole. And that's probably way more than I need, but that's how I do it. While I'm at it, may as well go ahead and pack all of these guys. Nah, that's going to be too messy. Let's just do the ones we're using. Okay. So I got the grease in the hole. I put my finger over the other end of the hole, other end of the bearing, and I push the rod into the bearing. And where's all the grease? Where did the grease go? That bearing is now full of grease. If I pulled it out of there, you could see it. But that's why you pack the bearings, is because there's not, these come with lubrication to keep them from rusting during shipping, but they're not lubricated as far as what they're supposed to be when they're running. So now that that's packed, We'll wipe off the ends and we'll set him aside. Pack the next one. Okay. All right, now we're going to make sure that our bearing race is vertical. This is where it gets finicky and tricky because you're supposed to line these things up, but you got to still put the U-bolts in, and they're never. Never bent quite right. Too much. Too much. Okay, I'm just going to start the nuts on here. Just so stuff doesn't fall apart. Can't get out. Last starfighter. What do you mean you have a mobile home that never goes anywhere? Okay, that. We get a nut driver. Cylinder. Nut driver. Red. Six. Well, if it's not one of these. Poor cat. There we go. Got the right nut driver. Look through here, make sure our bearings are going vertical. Are you kidding me? All right, fine. Fine, be that way. Not the right nut driver. Oh. Must be a 5.5 or something. Yeah, fortunately, we got little wrenches. That's a 6. Nope, it's not a 6. .5. All right. Trying to keep the nuts equal on the legs and not. So you don't want to, I mean, I just felt that come tight. That's all the tighter you want it. You don't need to reef it down. All right. Make sure these other two, that one fits. That one fits, okay. Just got unlucky with the first one. Put in the U-bolt. Actually, this way to design a coin. Gunstar. Cool. So, Sholm and you guys, let me know if you're having success if you print in place parts oriented in the Z axis. Do they work the same as if you print them along the X and Y? All right, there's that one. Right now, you're working on a puddle jumper from Stargate series. Cool. All right. Everybody's in there. Oh, I was asking if you print in place parts oriented. So my maker coin prints flat in the X and Y plane and the center spins. You guys are talking about printing coins standing vertical. Now, for you guys that put detail on both sides, I suppose that makes sense. But I was just curious if you had ever done a print in place captured design that was oriented in the Z direction. Okay. Side with two bearings to the center as close as possible. Well, let's see if the rod goes through those two without binding. Feels okay. Speed buggy. That feels about the same. Both sides. That's good. All right, what's next? Tighten them. Yeah, just finger tight. Yada, yada, yada. Put the rods in. Do not tilt the rod. Assemble the y-axis stage. One bearing on the right, two bearings on the left. Insert zip ties in the hole. Ensure the correct orientation of the zip ties. Okay, so we're ready for these guys to go back in here. There we go. Well, now this is going to be fun. Four. That familiar sound means another frog gets its wings. No, I thought that was when you snip the tails off the zip tie. Okay, knob goes outside to the inside. These are some hellaciously long zip ties for doing this. That's all right. Okay. Outside to inside. Nice. That's the sound right there. Sound of frogs getting their wings. Zip, zip, and snip. That out of the way. Try and get this around here where we can get to it. Okay. Inside, there we go. Sweet. All right. So far, so good. Oh, please, let's put the X carriage back together. Next step. With the smooth rod, don't use excessive force. Tighten the Y belt holder. Oh, they're just stuck. Stick them in there. All right, come here, you. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it so you can see, but oh boy. Okay. There we go. That's in. Get all the way up in there. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay. Cool, show them. Be sure and watch it. Let's see. Where are we going? Ooh, grab this. Grab that. All right. Now we're fine with that. Just like that. Hey, at least stuff's going back together instead of just still going apart. So don't mix old and new smooth rods and bearings for the printer's best performance. Yeah. We're doing that. The longest smooth rods, carefully slide the linear bearings on the rods after you pack them. Sorry, I get a little bit stressed about that. People wonder why 6 months after they put their new printer together, it's making crunchy noises and is all jerky and crappy. And it's because you didn't pack the bearings. I'm telling you. I bet you Apocalypse packed his bearings. It wouldn't be running with, for, what'd you say? 4K of 4,000 kilometers of filament through there? Whatever it was. All right. So glide. A goodly fingerful. The size of a fat pea. Eh? Usually if somebody packs your bearings, you're not moving around too fast. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to drive your car without bearings being packed, let me tell you. All right. So we're going to... I mean, it's not like it's rocket surgery or anything. You know? Not even all that messy. So that one has one bearing. One of these is going to get two bearings. All right. Okie dokie. Now that I did that, we got to I think Dawn 9K uses red lithium. Yeah, well, whatever. Something besides the weak ass 3-in-1 oil that they ship those things with. Oh, now you want me to put parts in there? Okay. All right. We're going to pack 4 more bearings. The last 4 bearings. And this is using the other pieces. Then I got to do extruder assembly. Supposedly these are, make sure I didn't lose any balls. Supposedly these are a better grade of bearings than even what came with the original MK2. So that's my grease. Silglide from Napa. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but it's good grease. And a tube like this will last you a long, long time. I like it because it's a silicone-based grease. Non-melting, non-freezing, non-gumming, weatherproof. So, you know, heat's not going to affect it. That's what I like. Not that these bearings get hot, but that just tells you something about the makeup of the grease. Less wax or whatever. So I think it uses some kind of silicone as the wax carrier. But, you know, all greases have some kind of wax in them. At least petroleum greases do. Okay. The packing. Let the packing begin. $9K. Oh, it was done. Yeah, okay. What did you use for your grease, Dawn? I'm sure you didn't just run them with the stock packing that they came with, did you? Years old, so you've had it a year longer than me. Okay. Now we got to put these into these pieces. And no, I didn't remove the trapezoid nut because reasons. Like I'm lazy. What did I do with it? I had a socket on an extension. Hi.
I was talking to Darren.
I heard.
Arlene died
Oh. When was that?
Father's Day.
Oh.
Ruben's in hospice. They put him in last night. They think she's much longer.
No, probably not.
So, yeah. That thing that went through the yard last night was that black cat again.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a socket sized right for pushing those bearings. Maybe. That one looks better. Okay, so this is a 10mm socket so that it'll fit on the metal part of the bearing, and push it down till it seats against that. I'm going to put that one in at 45. And this one we'll put in at 90. And we're going to match these up. So the first one in is going to go in at 45. What I'm talking about is the lines of bearings down in there to this body is set at 45s. And then the second one at 90. Grease mess. And get a new rag. Okay. Flat surface, bearings away, yada, yada, yada. X-axis, prepare the X carriage. Oh, this is extruder parts. Now I got to go find the manual for the 2.5 upgrade. We'll go here. And we'll get the extruder all assembled. It may lag a bit while I look up the manual. What did you find?
Your spring that you're missing.
Where did you find that from?
In the mat out here. But that's your missing piece. So get it put back in so it'll straighten out.
Oh, for me, not for my printer. I see. Yeah. I'm missing that spring apparently. Okay. Well, come on. Come on, PRUSA.com. Yeah, silicone grease. I'm sorry, I'm reading back through chat. So Don, German 3D printing nerd, or the German printing nerd, used silicone grease. Yes. Fixed no less than 1,000 CD players, says Apocalypse, with a puff of air and a dab of grease in the 90s. New plan, taking the baby to the park for a couple of hours. See you later, Apocalypse. Silicone grease for the threaded rods, gave it a white grease. Yeah. So who knows what's in that, but it works really well for the smooth rods. Okay. All right, we're going to English manuals. Geez, it took a long time. And we're going to go to the Mark IIs to 2.5 upgrade v 2.51. All right, so disassembly, x-axis reassembly, e-axis assembly. That's where I want. It's no, I don't want that. I want to go back to they assembled the x-axis first. Hi, Elliot. Mama closed the back door. So let's go to x-axis reassembly. Where'd you go, kitty? Nope, I guess I'll just look for him before I shut the garage. All right. So, quick maintenance, yada yada. We're not doing the quick maintenance because we just got through doing new maintenance. All right. X carriage pre-assembly. These are the Z rods. Those are the X rods. Mama? Oh. Come here. Come here. There you go. Nope. Oh, he wanted to go through here, but you shut the door on. Mr. Elliot.
Did you come back?
No, he ran out the front door. Okay. All right, so I got so many packages of things and stuff. Not that. Not that. That. Yeah, I'm going to have a bunch of extra screws, I can tell. Okay, so we need the square nuts out of here. Oh, they got 5. Yeah, they're all square nuts. Okay. More square nuts in here. Oh, I never did pull out that PTFE tube and take a look at it, did I? Okay. Square nuts. What? All right. More doodads and whiz in here. All right, there's that. There. Oh, I knew I had more. All right. Okay, square nuts. So we've got our extruder body. And we got two M3 nut, 5, zip tie 2, and the zip ties go in this way. That one. And that one. And where are all the nuts going? Okay, this goes this way. And the nut goes in there. Nuts are in the asylum. No, there's a big nut loose in my garage. Okay. And the nut goes in here. Maybe. No, come on. Oh, crooked on me. Get in there. There we go. Get in there. All right, and then the last two nuts go right up in here. Oh boy. There. Oh, come on. Yeah. All right. Cool. Robot design. Saw the bender robot, the print in place bender robot the other day. I don't know if they've released that yet. Okay. All right. So now X-axis carriage. Oops. Come here, you. Let's check this while we're sitting right here. That looks pristine. I got a confession that this is a new hot end, by the way, which, yeah, we're going to need a new thermistor. Yeah, because those wires are all crunchy. Isn't there a set screw? Set screw there. Set screw up underneath. All right. Well, so much for that. Okay. This in there. Both bearings fit in there. Smash thumbs up. Only smash thumbs up if you like it. Now, okay, double correct, check the correct orientation. Okay, what's this picture look like that they're trying to show me here? Little bodies. Yeah, and the bodies of the zip ties. Uh-oh, Fun King just threw up a video. Oh, he's live. Well, Fun King's live. Sweet. He's not over here watching Meister. Already done? Oh, give you a wrench. I see. Why? Somebody in here causing trouble, Don? All right, there we go. That's in. And this one's sits in like that. And then this whole gizmo bang here goes together on here. All right. So far, so good. And then this guy, turn it the right way, goes onto there. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go over and watch Fun King. Oh, cool. Sholmes on there. Well, tell him hi from me. I'm right in the middle of with greasy hands. Different X carriage. Blah, 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 blah. Old design on the left. Proceed to step 13. New designs on the right. Proceed to step 6. Thank you, Sean. All right, we're at step 6, so if I can get the... They want me to start on that side. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh! Now what? Now what fell? A screw. Where'd that screw come from? Oh, out of here. Out of here. All right. So... They want me to start on the side with the idler. Which, okay. So this has to come up. I don't think they gave me new belts. I don't remember new belts. I'll have to look. I shouldn't need new belts, should I? No. No. Well, no. New cords, no belts. Okay. So we're doing this upside down and backwards, but that's okay. All the rest of the screws are coming out. Get in there. Oh, I can't go far enough with it still wired. All right. Hey, Walter. Oh, we're doing a few upgrades here all at the same time, breaking stuff, pulling wires loose. You know, as per usual. So we got the smooth rod upgrade and the MK2.5 upgrade. That's kind of being a butt. Okay. Get down in there. Belt. Oh, you're not even close to the bottom of the slot. What's your problem? Yeah, I haven't started throwing stuff yet, so we're okay. Yeah, I'm kind of getting weary and crampy. All right, let me pull this back out of here. Something's going on. It's maybe I'm not getting it straight down in there. Boy, howdy, that is holding on tight. I did have some stringiness when I printed these parts. That could be it, because there's little teeth that the teeth on the belt are supposed to go into. But it feels pretty good all the way down. Yeah. I wonder if the belt kind of stretched a little bit. This is still the old belt off the old carriage. And it was wrapped differently. It was wrapped around those posts and tied into itself. So that could be it. Or part of it. Okay. Yeah, and if I'm not talking, guys, it's because I'm slightly frustrated. And I find it's better to keep my mouth shut than appear to be an idiot. Well, let's see. To rage me. That's all right. It's no, I don't care if I just am sad that I'm missing out on his stream. It's not like I'm any big shakes here. Okay, let's see. That's not the right piece. That's not the right piece. This is the right piece. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, he can come and harass me anytime he wants. I go over there and harass him. All right. Let's see. I think that, well, these teeth right here line up till it gets to about here. And then it's like they're a tooth off. Mm. Well, I'd say that's about as close as I'm going to get it. And that means, whoa. Oh, so we got lots of extra belt. I know. We're... Let me just cut off this little bit, like these last 4 teeth. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to regret that. But get to this new part of the belt that wasn't wrapped around the post in the old one. And that, that fits much better. Yeah. Well, I thought it would fit much better. Come on. Okay, this is how not to do your upgrade.
Put this back right here in your desk tray.
Okay. That's down in there. All right. Now, I'm going to have to shorten that up a smidge. Take off one more tooth. May have to go. Oh yeah, we're going to have to go another tooth. I think one more tooth, guys. So that it tightens up. Okay. See what chat's doing. Walter, Sean, Don. Stress. You did not. Oh, NLTMW, what are you doing? He says I did not brick my CR10 yet. Okay, that's good. Because I've killed my hot end because I broke the thermistor wires again. So this thing will not be printing today, unfortunately. Okay. Screwdriver. Push. Push, push. I don't know if this is a better design or not, or could be just my crappy printing of it. I don't remember having this much trouble getting the belts into the old extruder design. Yep, watching somebody struggle with a belt for an hour and a half. That's awesome TV. Okay, that's going to be tensioned right. But boy, that does not want to go to the bottom of that little slot. Maybe if I work my way along really slowly. There we go. Yeah. Well, the machines are not winning today, are they, Mike? Not yet. Okay. Watch me break something when I start getting frustrated. Okay. Oh, there we go. Time will tell. They might win still. Okay, that is going to be taut when it gets all screwed together. Oh, because, yeah, because that's not right. Okay. Now, off the extra grease there. Yeah, grease will be coming out of those bearings for a while. And yes, I will have to be wiping them down as they get worn in. But they're plenty well lubed. All right. I think that has the belt part. Makes this belt, goes around the thing. Slots belt. Yeah, slots below the belt. Before I continue, guide the belt through the x-axis. Please release the 2M3. We already did that. Rotate the x-axis motor. Insert the flat part. Okay. So now we're going to put in the screws again. This one goes there. I think. Yep, that one goes there. Okay, that's good. It hits the X stop and stop. So yeah, we don't get sensorless homing on the 2.5 upgrade, but that's okay. I kind of like the end stops. I've had the MK3 not find exactly the same home as what it was printing with, and ruined a print that way. All right. Yeah, that's belt's not too loose, belt's just right tightness. So we're good there. We already trimmed the belt because we already did this. Ready, please jump to step 19. Step 16, come on. Yeah. 17, 18, 19. E-axis assembly, yay. Oh, put it on the, well, where did it tell me to do that? Oh, up there. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that now. It's fine. Oh, setting on the wires. Oh. All right. These up through here. Okay. And then those go in there. And then we should be able to put these guys back on here, I would think. All right. That's one. That's two. This side back on. All right, there we go. So screw in. Okay. I got it all over my face yet. I don't know. All right. Oh boy. Okay, we're ready for the E-carriage assembly. Or E, yeah, what do they call E-axis? So that's basically all of the S upgrade done. We got all our smooth rods in, got our U-bolts on, new bearings. Now we're on to the 2.5 upgrade. So, how time required? I don't know how much. You guys are timing me, right? longer than whatever you guys think it is. That's, come on, page down. All right, what are we looking at? I bumped this. You guys are just looking at my stupid keyboard. Sorry. You guys should have yelled in the chat. Hey, we can't see what you're doing, dumbass. All right. We got the so we've got most of this part already assembled. We got the door on, got the idler in, we've got the filament sensor. Got the nuts in for the extruder body. Okay, now we're ready for this part, which means get this little dinky set screw. Okay. And other new extruder gear. And a spare set screw in there. Make sure I don't throw that away accidentally. Okay, so this goes on this way with the gears outboard, I believe, that way. Not sure where it goes. Oh, Don's off. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Don.